are so happy today on Actual Studio because the OG is in the house. Miss Jodie Moncrief is here to help us today. What's up, Jodie?
Hey.
I'm so glad you're here. My right hand, my ride or die.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay. I mean, that's the best part is that we're actually getting started to share what we've been working so hard, to give everyone in the community.
Absolutely.
And Jodie, for those of you who don't know, is one of our phenomenal instructors here at Acro Studio with over 40 years experience in coaching, business. She's an entrepreneur. She works with people from CEO status to startups, right? And everything in between. Get the right mindset. And really, for us, she's bringing her expertise in something that I think is lacking so much today, and that's etiquette. Etiquette in the business, in the boardroom, etiquette online, in conversations. So many people have lost their way. And Jodie is such an expert and so humbly capable of sharing the strategies that she's kind of come up with. And really, more importantly, the observations. Because don't you think, Jodie, it's more about what you don't know that's kind of preventing you from moving forward than what you do know. And if someone's not really there to share, that might not have been the best thing to do that day, and love and kindness from the right spirit, they could win. But if people don't tell them, they're like, well, look at her. She just did this and they just did that. And I can't believe they said that. It's like, well, nobody told you or nobody shared. You just wanted to sit there and talk about me. So if you really wanted to, you should have said something, and that's what we act real. We get down to the realness of it and make sure that we don't leave you hanging. If there's an issue, there's no issue that can't be solved. It's just awareness, right? So if you, Jodie, can just share a little bit of the background on what you've been doing with your other coaching clients and kind of what inspires you about wanting to do it with our young actors and the new community that are looking to get into the entertainment industry.
Okay, I'll start out then. Thanks, TJ. So I'm your business therapist and your etiquette expert. When you interact with industry professionals, you need to present yourself in a professional manner. And that's what we show you how to do. That's what we're here. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you have your best step forward, to be your best self, for them to see your best self. And we will show you how to do this. And I'll tell you something, manners go a long way.
And let's talk about that. One of the things that I have recognized in the culture of late is what was considered taboo or over the line or vulgar or, whatever you want to term it, is now commonplace. The modesty factor doesn't really exist like it was before. And body consciousness has kind of overtaken common sense in my mind. Because just because you're body conscious doesn't necessarily mean I need to show you my body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just because something works for or may not work for someone else doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you.
Exactly. And so can you talk about what is it about our presentation and etiquette? Because, we all are individuals. And the one thing that we want to do is brand ourselves. That's why we talk about brand of influence, right? At the Acro Studio. It's you're your own brand. Mm-hmm. So what you want to build, if you're selling, if you think that you present one way, but you're not booking the jobs or getting the roles or being invited to speak at the places you want to be, there's some disconnect. So Jodie, what sometimes are the things that people can disconnect about what their appearance says about them or how they present themselves, and what you teach, that just a couple things that would help them bring awareness to that.
Okay. So number one, you want to be remembered for the right reasons. You don't want to leave an audition or any kind of meeting and have people go, oh my gosh, they remember you, but for the very wrong reasons. And that could be inappropriate dress. It could be inappropriate speaking, inappropriate interaction. So it's how you present yourself. It's the way you dress. It's how you carry yourself. It's what you say and how you say it. Are you accommodating? Are you easy to work with?
Yeah, that's a big factor right there. In an industry where sometimes personalities clash, and when you walk into a new situation, one of the things that we work with you on is awareness of the situation and being able to recalibrate yourself. Because I know I've gone in, I got a lot of energy. So a lot of us, I've seen people walk into my office and just blow it up, right? I've blown it up. We all have, you don't know, but you're not going to go to a funeral and sing happy birthday.
Right.
You understand there's certain things that just are time and place. So that gets back to etiquette. There's a time and a place for everything. Because, there's a season, a time to change, a time to learn, a time to grow, a time to be born, a time to die. There's a time for everything. And with etiquette right now in social currency, so many different platforms, people are just blowing themselves up by what they say and do, right?
Absolutely. And you mentioned awareness. That's a lot of what we teach is awareness. What you're presenting, are you difficult? Are you accommodating? If they ask you to redo some lines, are you being a diva? Really presenting our this part right here is all about us preparing you to have your best foot forward, the best version of yourself that you can be. You want to show that up. And another thing that's important is going with the flow. So you might go in and expect one thing to happen, but you're going to be open to other things happening. And what is your attitude? It's very important. Do you listen? Do you listen to what's being said? Do you show respect? This is all very important. This is my expertise. I can't wait to work with you because this is so important and it can make or break you.
Jodie, has there been a time that you work with someone and you just thought, wow, they're not listening, and then there was some breakthrough, like some of the biggest challenges that you faced that people make a barrier to their success?
So one gal came to me and she was kind of cocky and she wasn't as qualified as the other candidates. And she made a call to me after we told her that she didn't get the position. She asked, what can I do? What can I do better? Really give me, ask for feedback. And she ended up getting a part later on. But that was really important. Being humble. I cannot stress that enough. Being humble, being gracious, treating every single person with respect. I call it internal customer service. So if, for example, you're walking into an audition and you're not giving the time of day to the important crew members that are helping you with this, we're going to notice. They're going to notice this. And it's important to treat every single person with the utmost respect at all times. It's a great, all around reminder.
I remember when we would set up auditions, and I would have them in my office, or if we had another location, it was all the casting staff. So a lot of people don't realize when you go to the audition, you think that's just a PA checking you in, or it's, some random day hire. No, that's real staff. And we're really watching that room and
Yeah.
how you're interacting with other people, how you, like Jodie said, how you interact with us. Are you gracious? Are you kind? Are you pensive? Do you bring an energy around you that is very standoffish and uninviting? Well, just think about it. That's what it's like on set with you.
And really important to go with the flow. And later on, when you do start working and getting parts, I also work with you in getting to know who you are. Well, that's part of the beginning too, but realizing who you are, knowing what your worth is, and gaining self-worth without being egotistical. That's gigantic. I teach people to be gracious and humble, to treat everyone, including themselves, with respect. And I am so excited to work with everyone on this.
I think so. It'll be really cool. When we think about ego, right? Right now and we've talked about the $1 million mindset. And that's another thing that you help with, right? In your mentoring with me too. Just that $1 million mindset that says, when I walk in there, I'm totally cool. I'm enough. I'm good. Happy to see everybody. It's fun. I get to do this. And that's what we want you to experience, like the journey. I really believe that it's not just that thing, but it's a lot of things. It's, what did I take away from that experience? Because when I go to my next audition, that could be 30 minutes from that moment. Am I going to take that bad experience with me? Or am I going to take that energy with me? If I nailed it, if I thought I nailed it, if I thought I sucked, is that going in that next room with me? And then you show up, I've been waiting to see you, right?
Yeah.
All week. Because I've been headshot. I'm like, oh, this girl is perfect. You had a bad audition or something. You walk in my door. It was a full room, but I was waiting on you, right? I was waiting on you. You walk in, sit down. Okay. And I'm like, okay. And you get right to it, right? And then I ask a question. Oh yeah, thanks so much. Okay, great. You just sucked all the energy out of it. You took the moment and threw it away. Because the only way I'm going to get to know you is if you're able to just engage very quickly, have a communication, an exchange of knowledge, a compliment, something, and then leave me with that and walk out.
Yeah.
That's with working with us at Acto Studio in this particular genre that Jodie is so, like I said, 40 years of working to help people uncover the things that are keeping them stuck, things that might not be helping them move forward, and the right mindsets. And I believe this is a class as important for the parents as it is for the kids. Don't you think?
Definitely. We'll be working with the parents as well. And I was just thinking, it's good to have a healthy ego, not a gigantic ego, but it's good to have a healthy ego. You need one, going to all those auditions. But the difference is, what we're going to show you is how to basically know who you are and be okay with that, and know your value, know your worth. So it doesn't matter if you're not the right, people make this, if you're not the right choice for that particular audition, you don't know why they're picking you. Sometimes it could be just your look, or you're the wrong look, or you got this look. So, but knowing who you are and standing in your, self-worth and value, and not letting all of these people get you down when you do get rejected, so to speak, because we all know rejection, rejection, rejection. Keep going, keep going. You're going to get yeses. You're going to get yeses. All the famous people, all the brilliant minds, they never stopped. So that's a lot of what we teach you. And just be also, because of since COVID, people are craving real. People are craving vulnerability, not, what chapter do you want? I'm going to tell you about my whole life and all the details that you're going, oh God, TMI, but just vulnerability. You don't have to be always on, show some vulnerability. I think that's really important.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because vulnerability brings that authenticity, because you're open to that experience and you're listening, sure that you're engaged, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I often will see many students kind of like take their mind and put it someplace else, or, my body's here, but my mind's someplace else. And teaching and, mindfulness is very important, but really like strategies to get back in your body.
Yes.
Feel your breathing, that all these things are encompassed in Acro Studio. I mean, a lot of places don't talk about all these different things, at least on an ongoing basis. And what we want to offer is an opportunity, right, for them to come on a regular basis, see, this looks like it could work for me. I want to go deeper in that area. Or I never thought I would be interested in doing something like this, and I like it. So I want to go deeper in that area, because that doesn't exist other places that I've seen. We bring our real world experience and our real world knowledge and to the school.
Yeah. And I cannot stress enough
knowledge of how the industry works from the inside out.
Yes. And another thing is being totally present in the moment. That's a lot of it too. You're not on your cell phone. You're not talking to somebody else. You're not in 5 different directions. That's
called multitasking.
Pardon?
I said that's called multitasking.
Yes. So
we all do that. Come on, you got 2 phones. I'm like, oh, it's dinging.
There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. Yeah, I think. And I'm just excited. This is what my passion is. Bringing the best out of someone so they can put that forward and use that to get their passion. That's my passion.
I love it. I think that's good. So if you want to experience what we're up to, we're ready for you to come and join us and really dig deep into being able to craft the narrative that you want and be able to present yourself in a way that if you're going to go do a presentation, you're going to win. Public speaking, going out to dinner, small talk, what you put on your story online. Social currency is everything. And if you are a troll, or you're getting trolled, or you're getting bullied online, it's just damaging to your spirit. And so you got to know that there's just different ways to handle all of those situations. And we want to bring you all of those tools and techniques to give you the best mental clarity and the best solid foundation for your career, wherever it may take you. And so we want to join us. Ways of LA, build a brand of influence. Acro Studio. Thank you, Jodie, for coming on today. You're awesome.
It was great being here. Thanks so much.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Mwah.